We are on our way home from Lake Placid, and we're just outside of Cranberry Lake on the east side of Cranberry Lake Village. And I saw this little parking area, and I thought, let's take a look at what that is. And it's this cute little trail, and it's really nice. And you can see from the sign, it goes to the Cranberry Lake campground, and it sounds like it's a really nice trail. So the boys have been in the car all day because I had a meeting, and I thought on the way home we'll stop and do a little walking. Now the problem is, of course, it's hunting season, and none of us are wearing any orange, and I'm wearing brown, so that's really dumb. But we'll make a lot of noise, and we'll hope that keeps people from shooting us. My little hand on my camera that says you're shaking is blinking, so I hope this isn't too shaky for you. I had expected to give you a pretty good review of a Lake Placid trip. We stayed in a really nice hotel, which was extremely cheap. It was called the Art Devlin. It's on the far east side of Lake Placid, but it is inside the village. So you can walk to the skating arena or the downtown area, but it is a bit of a walk. But it's just a fantastic hotel. We did not give you the tour of the hotel because I had left the camera in the car overnight, and when I walked in the room to show you the room, the camera immediately fogged up and was no longer usable for about an hour. I had to put it on the heater, let the heater blow on it for an hour, and then it finally became usable. But this is a pretty neat little trail. I mean, you know, it's funny how you get into the Adirondacks and, you know, you just have to go 20 miles or 20 feet off the road and you're in wilderness. And I didn't bother to change my boots into boots. I have my work shoes. Well, that's smart, Caesar. Caesar walked over the little log here over this stream. Instead of walking in the cold water, Caesar walked on the log. But so, for those of you who are YouTube interested celebrities for the future, it's my French accent, you can learn from my stupidity is don't leave your cameras out in the cold if you're going to come inside to a warm room. And I see I have a few spots on the lens here. I cleaned that. I wonder if that's on the inner lens that I can't get rid of. This is a nice little forest. We may have to come back here and spend the night at Cranberry Lake campground and hike this trail. It goes in the other direction too from the parking area. So it looks like it'd be fun. Oh, stop lifting your leg on every spot, would you? So we're gonna walk back to the car and we'll look at the other trail. So here we are back at the parking area. It's a little tiny parking area. It looks like what it used to be is a four-wheel path. Just scared a big old hawk up there. But here's another. This is the other trail out of the back of the parking lot to the Gilbert track loop. And I guess this is probably a fantastic little trail to ski on. We just came out of the Emporium conservation easement lands I saw that coming up to Lake Placid, and I thought it would be interesting to check it out. And we went into this little entrance into the conservation easement. It was a little muddy, but I didn't think much of it. And then as we got in it, it got more muddy, and the ruts got very deep. And I was very glad that I had the Explorer and not the Honda. And we had to throw it into four-wheel drive to keep moving forward, because the mud was about 4 or 5 inches deep, and it's obviously what we were following was a logging truck road that had been heavily used in the last week, and they had dug some deep ruts, pretty deep. And I just had a muffler put on my truck, and it's hanging low, so I got to take it back to have them bring it up a bit so it doesn't scrape the ground. But it does scrape on some rocks and stuff, but I don't think it hurt it. But I couldn't film that because it was so muddy, and we were sliding all over the place, and it was bumpy as hell. So we just figured I'd tell you about that. But that's the Emporium conservation easement lands, and I'll bet in the middle of the summer when it's hot and dry, there's probably good stuff down that road. We'll have to come back there. Here's the register for this place. They've got this little sign here. I've never seen a sign like that. One person from each party, please register here when entering this area. We need your help to plan facility maintenance, measure use and effects, and locate you in an emergency. And of course they have the standard same thing in the front. But sitting there, this is a nice trail. I bet this would be a lot of fun on cross-country skis. My experience is they don't get that much cross-country ski snow up here, but when they get it, they do get it, and it does stay. So probably be a great track. And it seems to go over towards the Emporium easement, so maybe that's where that goes. I have to find some maps and look this over. Hey boys, you ready to go back home? Let's go back home. Come on. Come on. Caesar, you're such a brat. You can tell he's still got a hurt leg. His hurt leg is long gone. Very appreciative of our vet, Dr. Lucia at Fayetteville, or Stack Hospital for Pets in Fayetteville. Gave him a little arm, hand, elbow massage, and he was actually quite a bit better coming out of her office, but going in, he would barely step on his foot, on his front leg. I was sure he had ripped something that had to be surgerized, but apparently she tuned him up. So, and it cost me, I think, $35 for the vet and $20 for the drugs, and I think that's pretty good. I can't get treated. I may go to her when I need treatment. Alright, well, that's the trail. We'll post this as a shorty, and hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back with some real videos soon. This is just a shorty. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Have a great week. We are at the Art Devlin Motor Lodge. We're at the back dog park. This is a little tiny spot for the dogs to go, And I guess there's enough dogs here that it makes it really interesting for the dogs. We're just getting ready to leave, but this is a really nice hotel, especially for the price. In Lake Placid. We are in Lake Placid, and it's a nice place. There's the pool over there. Unfortunately, it's not open today. I don't know why. This is our room. This is one of the cheap rooms. Sorry I didn't make my bed, but it's a real nice room. Oh, you're gonna fog up.